Steve from Custom Table Tennis. I thought we'd bring you a brand new product. It's a company that I'm familiar with, Meteor, and as you can see from the packet, they've been around since 1957. They're not a young company at all. So the company's been around a while, and I've dealt with them before. And one of our local players, he actually uses the long Pimple, which is an 8512. And he's been using it for for the 28 years I've known him, and he's really impressed. So we thought we'd have a look at this, and because it's available in the blue, and at the moment we've only got it in the blue, so let's have a look at it. So it's a classic short Pimple. There's a little bit of weight to it. Packaging, not much to see, a little bit of information there. Obviously it's made in China, it's a Chinese company. So we're looking at the Meteor Qingdao 845. A little bit of weight to it. What I should have done was, but I'll do it in real time just to show that we're live. I'm going to compare it to other Chinese rubbers that I'm more familiar with. So the 802 Friendship and the 80240 have been around a long time. But if we have a look at the Pimple configuration, there is actually a little bit more height on the 845 fractions. I should have been measuring it really, but there's a little bit more height on there. But what I found when using this, I actually prefer it over all the Friendship versions. Let me just get the others out of the packet, and then what we'll do is we'll weigh them. There is actually a downside to the blue Pimple, and it's my only downside, and a bugbear a little bit for me. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to use it. It's got a bit of a weight issue for me personally. But if you're not bothered about the weight, let's get them all out. So we've got the 802. Got the mystery version, which that should technically be a little bit lighter. We've got the mystery, we've got the 802, and I got them out in red because obviously, blue, if you want blue, it's this one or nothing. Right, so let's have a look at the Pimple configuration. So what I'm seeing about this is it's a really good quality rubber. I mean, the finish on that is like something made in Germany. And I've seen a few of these. In actual fact, if I bring mine, I've been testing myself on my bat, and it's had a good few hits. Probably had a good hour or two with it now, and it's there's hardly no wear. Grip's good. Similar sort of Chinese Friendship grip, where if you look at that under a microscope, each Pimple has got like a little tire tread on the top. So we've got the wider on the 80240, and the straightforward 802, if I bring that one in, it's a slightly different Pimple configuration on this one, but the pimples are still a short Pimple. It's classed as a short Pimple, but there's just a little bit more height and flex on the blue. And then we'll bring in the ever faithful, the 802. Incidentally, if you didn't know, the Friendship 729 is when the company was founded. So it's founded in September 72. Obviously, we know it says on the packet this has been around since 1957, but not this particular blue rubber. I'm really impressed. The only downside for me, and maybe I'm being a little bit unkind because I've been using Spinlord Warren 3, which is fairly light. So let's just have a look at some weights. So the 80240, wow, that weighs nothing, does it? The 80240, very light on your 729 soft. It's only on a 35 degree sponge. That's very light. The 802 standard, very light. This is where the disappointment's coming up. And then the mystery version, wow. So all the Friendship rubbers are light, make no bones about it. So the only downside for me on this one is the weight. So you're looking at, on some of those, almost 20 grams heavier. I mean, that's relative to the actual size. And I know somebody said in the comments, oh, what's the point of weighing squares of rubber? Well, to be fair to us, we're not going to cut down every single rubber that we review and then what we're going to do with them once we've cut them down. And the other thing is, every blade is a different size. So this is just relative to the amount of rubber. But obviously, if weight is an issue, that's going to be the only issue on this one. But I really like it. I can block and hit and punch to my heart's delight with this one. You just angle your bat, it's going to go back. You're going to negotiate 30% of your opponent's spin, and of course when you cut it down you're not going to get the full weight depending on the size of your bat. Well, ordinarily, just pop mine on the scales again on my wood nut blade, ordinarily my bat's usually about 130 to 132, and it's not particularly made that much of a difference to myself. So what would I do? Well, given the fact that I know all about these rubbers and they've been around an awful long time, and I'm bored of red, I would actually go with the blue. I think it's a great rubber from a great little company that managed to survive since 1957. We've got my Hellfire on the other side. The only downside for me on this one was I had to exchange my purple Hellfire, which I was enjoying playing with, for the black one. Because if you get colours, remember, and one guy has actually turned up to a match and he didn't know, and we let him play because we're kind. He had a blue on one side and I think a green on the other, and he thought that was fine. But you must have, you can have any colour that's manufactured that's ITTF approved, like this one is, but you must have a black on the other side. So I thought I'd bring you this rubber. It's a really nice, interesting rubber. Like the smaller companies, we're going to get the 8512 in as well. So a little bit of dust it's collected there, but quality wise, great little rubber. It's just the weight. But having said that, it's no heavier than a 10G or an MXP or any other rubber. So there we go. Steve from Custom Table Tennis. Hit the like and subscribe, and do hit that like button because it does help us out. We're trying to make an effort and get a couple of videos on a week for you. Until next time, bye for now.